Hello there, thank you for joining me for your weekly tarot reading for the week of November 20th to the 27th, 2016. This week I am using the Chrysalis Tarot. I have not read with this deck on my channel before, and one of the reasons I'm using it is because I have just started recording a selection of videos about my tarot collection. I've gotten 2 videos done so far, and there's likely going to be at least 2 more because I have quite a large collection. So if you have not seen any of those videos, they are here on this channel. I've also created a playlist of my tarot collection, so you can go check those out if you haven't checked them out yet. And this deck is featured in my part 2 video. But anyway, when I was going through all my decks, I discovered all these gems that I have that I just don't use often enough. And I'm going to break them out. I'm going to use them. I'm going to put them to good use. And so here we go. We're going to be using the Chrysalis Tarot this week. I hope you enjoy. So the 3 cards I have drawn for us this week are the Ace of Scrolls. This would be the Swords. The second card is the 7 of Stones, and that would be Pentacles in this deck. And the third card is the 5 of Mirrors, and the Mirrors are Cups in this deck. All 3 of these cards came up reversed, so I will go through each one of them one at a time, and then I will come back and sum up all 3 together. Our first card is the Ace of Scrolls, or the Ace of Swords. The swords are the suit of the mind. They're the suit of communication, thoughts, beliefs, and attitudes. And here in this card we see this looks like a crow, and it's perched on top of this unraveled scroll. Some kind of writing, some kind of letter or communication. And there's also a pair of keys at the bottom. So kind of symbolizing unlocking something, opening something up, opening up an idea. The Ace of Swords often refers to a new idea, or new concept, or a new way of thinking. So what this card represents is being on the cusp of a new idea or a new attitude or a new belief system. Now this card did come up in the reverse, so it's indicating there is a blockage here. It could also be the opposite. So this could be maybe previously you had an idea. An idea was kind of beckoning to you, and it either didn't pan out or you decided not to go with it. Okay, I'm going to come back to the reversals in the end when I sum up, but just for now, this card is calling to a new idea, a new concept, a new vision, and maybe a new type of communication that is beckoning to us. Our second card is the 7 of Stones, or the 7 of Pentacles. And here in this card we see this young girl who is sitting, looks like she's on top of a cliff or something, and she's holding this instrument in her hand, a lute, or some kind of a wind instrument. And there's this river flowing behind her, there's this beautiful green valley, and we see these rocks that are above her, kind of sheltering her. So, to me, this card looks like she's in a very comfortable place. She's in a relaxed place. She is satisfied with where she is right now. Now, the 7 of Pentacles refers to kind of assessing where you are with what you have in your life. Assessing whether you want more, whether you're comfortable being where you are. You're just kind of mulling things over and deciding what you want to do next, or if you want to do something next. With her holding on to this instrument in her hand, it's like she's wanting to express herself artistically, right? She has brought this instrument along with her to this spot where she's sitting very comfortably, just to kind of relax and let her creative side out. So what this is making me think of is you may be considering a career change. You may be thinking of going in a different direction. Maybe you're thinking of expressing yourself artistically. Maybe changing your job from that of a more practical kind of job or everyday 9-to-5 kind of job, and doing something that you really want to, that really brings out your artistic side. So that could be what this card is referring to. But generally, this is a card of assessment. This is a card of pause, kind of reflection of where you are in your life and what you have. Again, it did come up reversed, so this energy is blocked. I will get back to that when I sum up. Our third card is the 5 of Mirrors, or the 5 of Cups. And I actually really like how the cups are named mirrors in this deck, because cups refer to emotion, right? Our feelings. And our emotions are reflections of who we are. Mirrors reflect back to us what we are, right? And our emotions reflect the kind of people we are and what we think about and what we want in our lives, right? So we see this woman she's holding a lotus flower at her heart, in front of her heart chakra. And, excuse me, she's got her hand above her crown chakra. So she is really looking into herself. She's really looking into her heart, and she's also allowing her consciousness to expand with that crown chakra awareness. She is kind of reaching out into the universe and asking for information or asking for insight. Now, the Five of Cups is a card in the upright position, which is about loss. It's about grieving something, a disappointment, something that has made you sad or has made you really look at yourself, really look inside yourself and ask yourself what's going on. Again, this card came up in the reverse. So what it's saying is that you have learned from this. You have gone through something recently that did not turn out the way you wanted it to, perhaps, made you sad. Maybe you've been going through some kind of grieving, feeling some kind of a loss that has affected you emotionally. But with the card in the reverse, you have come out of this. You are healing. You are on the mend from this. What this card could also mean in the reverse position is notice how she is standing in front of these mirrors and she's looking at it. She's looking at herself in these mirrors. So what this card could also be saying is that there's something that you need to look at. There's something going on inside you emotionally that needs to be addressed, and you're not doing that. You are avoiding that. So it could be calling your attention to the need to look inside yourself and ask yourself what's going on, what could have caused it, and what can heal it. So let's get to the summary. There's so much going on this week. There's an even mix of 3 different energies here. We have the mind with the scrolls or swords. We have materialism with the stones or pentacles, material reality, okay, stuff that's going on in our daily lives, money, work, health, that kind of thing, and mirrors, cups. So we have emotion here as well. So there's an even mix of everything going on. It's kind of like a mixed bag. The first sense that I'm getting from this reading is that there is stuff that needs to be addressed that is not being addressed. And it could have to do with some kind of an emotional situation with that 5 of mirrors in the reverse. Like I was talking about how there's something that you need to address that is not being addressed, that you're avoiding or denying. And it's affecting your daily life, and it's affecting your thoughts as well. It's affecting the ability to create change. What is that change that needs to be addressed but is not being addressed? It could be work. It could be your desire to express yourself artistically and feeling like you're not able to do that because you have bills to pay. You have to consider practical concerns. Your everyday mundane kind of life does not allow for that kind of, maybe some people might think, fanciful idea of going in an artistic direction and being able to make money and support yourself. It could be that there is an idea beckoning to you that would solve this problem, that would get you out of this kind of stifling stalemate situation. But because you are emotionally conflicted or going through some kind of emotional fog, you're not able to see it. You're not able to seize it and use it to change direction. The 5 of mirrors in reverse could also be telling you, as I spoke about earlier, that you're on the mend from this emotional situation, whatever it was that had you feeling this loss or sadness. And the 7 of stones and ace of scrolls card are just kind of showing you how that emotional situation has kind of turned those factors upside down for you. Your ability to think of new ideas and your ability to implement material change in your life or go in a different direction or pursue what you want to pursue as a job, as work, or even health-wise, some kind of health regimen. Maybe you wanted to start, but because of this funk that you were in, it stopped you from pursuing that. Either way, whichever situation applies to you, whether you feel like you're coming out of the emotional situation that was painful for you, or whether you are stuck in it, whether you're kind of avoiding dealing with it. What this reading is saying to me is that the key here is your emotions. The key here is balanced emotions, and we have imbalance here. So once those emotions are addressed and once they are dealt with, I think you're going to find that your work life and your ideas, your creativity is going to come back. It's going to right itself, okay? Right now it's out of whack. Right now it's not working at optimum levels. And I think what this reading is saying is that when you deal with the emotional side of things in a healthy, positive way, in a healing way, these things are going to turn around for you. So the sense I'm getting from our reading this week is that a lot of us may be feeling like we're kind of muddling through, like we're hitting a lot of roadblocks. Our thinking is not at optimum levels. We're not producing. We're not functioning as effectively as we want to. And it's all due to this emotional stuff that's going on. So the key here is healing. The key here is addressing what needs to be addressed, not avoiding it. And I think once that is done in a healthy, positive way, these situations are going to turn around for us. These are minor arcana cards, so this isn't anything major. This isn't anything that we cannot deal with or get through. It's just that I think a lot of us right now may be dealing with feeling like we're kind of in a really imbalanced situation in many different ways. So take heart, take heart. This isn't going to last forever, and I think the key here, like I said, is emotion. Look inside yourself. Ask yourself what's going on. Are you truly healed from something that was painful to you? Are you avoiding dealing with something that was painful to you? Once that situation is addressed, I think you're going to see these other factors right themselves, and you're going to be feeling like you're on track again. Okay, so I hope that makes sense to you guys. I hope you enjoyed the reading. Please do go check out my, if you're a tarot buff, please do go check out my tarot collection videos. I think you'll enjoy them. And remember, there's going to be at least a couple more to come, because I do have a pretty big collection, and I'm really loving doing them and getting reacquainted with all of my cards again. So thank you very much for watching. If you would like to get a personal private reading with me, please do visit my website. I will link everything below in the description box, how to contact me. So I will link my website, my email address, and if you would also like my Facebook page, I would really love that. You can also contact me there as well. So guys, I hope you have a wonderful healing week. I hope you break through those barriers and turn everything around if you've been feeling this way. And just remember that be kind to yourself, be gentle with yourself, but also don't avoid looking at what needs to be addressed in your life. Okay? Thanks for watching, guys. Have a wonderful week, and I will see you next week. Bye for now.